Hello dear friends, in this video we are going to see about data analysis workflow in Pandas data frame. So that's what we are going to discuss here. So we are going to discuss what is analysis workflow means and its pipeline, how to set data frame index, multi-index, how to make a chaining, rolling and expanding window, and then we are going to see about the time series data. So first, as usual, we have to import the necessary package for this, so pandas and library. And next one is what is data analysis workflow means. So this is a workflow. So it is a sequence of steps from raw data to until we find some insight. That is what the sequence of steps is, what we call it as data analysis workflow. That is loading the data, inspecting and understanding, cleaning and wrangling, all these things we have already discussed, then transform, then analyze, then visualize, then interpret the results. So first we are going to see about data frame indexing techniques. We have already seen something, but just recollect. So here we are going to consider this dictionary as our data frame. We are going to convert it using data frame function, and it is in df. So now we are going to set the, so as by default the index of a data frame will be 0 1 2 3. So here we are going to learn how to change it, say, that index into another one. So here we are going to make the name as the index. So here you can see name is considered to be the index instead of 0 1 2 3. So that is stored in df underscore index, and we are printing it here. And the next one is we are going to from this data frame with name as index, we are going to take only, so already we know loc is used to locate something using the index value. Since this name is considered as the index, now using this index value we can locate a particular value. So here we are going to ask to display the alice data. So for alice it will display all the details, like alice, for alice data display the department, salary, all these things. So if you consider, this is our table. So for alice, what is the department and salary? So that's what displayed here. So this is how we can able to change the index from the normal default index, that is 0 1 2 3, to a new index name, and then how to access it. And then now what we are going to do is return back to the original one. So we are going to say take the index of this and reset, so that when I reset the index, it become once again at 0 1 2 3 like this. So now you can see name and all become normal column, and the index is now 0 1 2 3. Earlier the index is name as Alice Bob, and we access the Alice uh, as an index value, the row index, and we access it. Now we reset back to the normal index value, so it become 1 2 3. So this is what we learn in data frame indexing techniques, how to change the index and how to reset it back. The next one we are going to see is multi-index hierarchical index. So here we have only one index, even we can include multiple index. So here we have an array. So in the pandas PD, so what is in PD? We know that inside the PD is the alias we have given for the pandas. So PD specifies the pandas. And now what we are going to do is, so for this pandas library, we are going to use a function called multi-index. And this array is going to be used for that. And the two column we are going to use is region and quarter. So here you can see region and quarter is going to be considered as a multi-index now. So earlier we gave us name, then we changed to 0 1 2 3. Now the multi-indexes, one is region and the quarter. For that the array values are the values. So for region it is north, north, south and all. For quarter it is Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2. This is a quarter. So that is going to be acting as a index now for whom is, so that is now the multi-index is ready. So now we are going to attach it with another data frame called revenue and unit. So this is a normal dictionary, as usual we do. For this normal dictionary, we are going to use this multi-index as an index. So for that, it's become index equal to index. So for this data frame, instead of having a normal index like 0 1 2 3, we are going to add this multi-index as the index. So far, you can see here, for this revenue and unit, which is the data frame, for this region and quarter is going to act as a index, multiple, not only one index. Here we have two index, so it is multi-index data frame. So this is how we can able to make it, and we are displaying this sales data frame. And then from now, now the index is set. No, now we are going to access it north. So I want only the north data. North data means this much. So here you can see for the north region data, we have quarters 1 and 2, and we have revenue unit, revenue and the unit. So that is written. That is what displayed here. So this is how when we have multiple index, we are from the sales data frame, we are going to access it through the north index. And also we can access through two indexes also. In north index, north itself, we have two quarters, Q1 and Q2. So here I am going to say from the north index, you take only Q1. So if you see here in the north region, we have two quarters, Q1 and Q2. So now I said only Q1, right? So it specifies only this data alone. So you can see the revenue and its unit. So only this Q1 data display. So this is how we can able to set the multiple index and how to access it. Okay, the next one is method chaining. So we can able to chain multiple operations in one pipeline. So if you don't use chaining, so traditionally how you do is consider this as a normal data dictionary. And this is now converted to data frame using data frame function. And then all the null values we are dropping. So here you have a null value that is dropped. So that value will be dropped. And then which other duplicate values are dropped. And then whenever the salary is greater than 50,000, that alone I'm going to take and keep it here. And then and I'm going to apply sorting for the salary in the descending order. So that is stored in the result old. So this is how chaining. So one after other, we are adding new function. This is called chaining, but without this is sequential step without chaining. But when we add a chaining, it become a pipeline. So what we did is we are doing is we are taking the data frame, and then this is chained. First drop the null value, duplicate it, then take the salary greater than 50,000, sort based on salary in descending order, and reset the index drop as true. So like after removing the drop, the particular index might be deleted. So once again, we are going to reset the index like 0, 1, 2, 3 continuously. So this is how with chaining. Without chaining means we will be doing like this. With chaining means it is automatically added one after other with a pipeline. And now here is our result. So we filtered now the salary greater than 50,000. So and then it is in this based on salary, it is also sorted in descending order. So then we have the indexing also reset from 0, 1. So now we got the answer. This is called chaining. So it is like multiple operations under one pipeline, kept in a pipeline. The next important concept is rolling and expanding the window. So let's see one by one as what we are going to do from the Pandas library. We are going to take a range as and we are going to take a date and how many period I want 12. So starting from January, I'm going to take the frequency and month end as the frequency end. So each month's month end, for example, in January, 31/1/2024 will be the month end. So that is the frequency. Then February's last date, it's a month end. So that is going to be taken as a frequency. So that is what the date range we are going to give. So because we'll understand why we are making like this. And then I'm going to create an array with all these values, and that is as considered to be the revenue. Now we are going to make a data frame with value as revenue as a column, and the value for this revenue column is this array. And then what should be the index? We already learned, now we know clearly what is index is. Now I'm going to make the month as the index. So months now already we have given starting from January. So that is going to be, but that is the date is given as a what date is given as the index. So what is the next date? The next month end. No. So if you see here, you can see here. Once again. So first one is 31st January. The next one is 29th February. Then 31. So this month is going to be the index now. So now you can go. This is the index now, and we'll learn one by one. So got it. So first, initially we have only one column in this data set, a data frame TS, and this is the value for the revenue, and the index is months. Oh, months means this is the month. How we are going to say the month starts here? We know in 2024, in 12 months I want to take. So we have 12 rows. For every row, the frequency is the month we have to keep is the end of that particular month. So that is why in this my end of the every month is considered to be the index of next row. So this is the first revenue. So then we can say TS thus index name is month. So you can see the index name is given as month. The next one is we are going to add the next value to it. So we are going to add the next column as rolling. That is, we are going to understand rolling for 3 months. This is our use in given column name. So how we are going to make this column is we are going to take this first column revenue. For that, I'm going to add a rolling. It's a predefined function, and the window size I'm going to keep is 3. And for that, I want to find the mean value. So if you see, this is the next column. And I said the rolling month is 3. So for January, there will not be 3 months, only 1 month. So that is not a number. And February, there is only 2 months, January, February, 2 months, right? So there is no rolling. And when it comes to the March, now we can calculate 3 months. January, February, March. For this 3 months, January, February, 3 months, we have to find the average. So that is what. And here we have. Next, for this, we will be taking February, March, April. The last three months will be the rolling month. That is what rolling. Hope you got it. So a rolling month window is 3. So for that, for every three previous month, we will be finding the mean and no decimal values. So that will be the column that is rolling 3 months. So take 3 months at the time and calculate the average. So the next column is cumulative average. So what it does is, next is called expanding. To take the revenue column, expand it. Like what it does is keep on adding all the previous months and calculating the average. If you see, so first month 85,000, so average is 85,000. So for the next February, take 85,000 plus 92,000, find the average and put it here. For the March, take this 385,000, 92,000, 78,000, calculate the average and put it here. For April, take the previous month's revenue and put it here. That is what cumulative average. So that will be the new column here. And the next one is, so we are finding the average here. The next one is cumulative sum. So here we found the mean value, average. Here we are going to add sum alone. Here we added and we find this average. Here 85 divided by 1. Here it is 85,000 plus 92,000 divided by 2. So that is the average. Here 85,000 plus 92,000 plus 78,000 divided by 3 because past 3 months. Here just adding. This 85,000 is added with 92,000 here. Here this was the adding of the sum of the last 2 months. So that is what cumulative revenue. So here we are learning some functions called rolling. So it's based on window size. Expanding means just adding the previous month. Cumulative sum means just adding the previous months. Here expanding means expanding the previous, adding the previous, taking the previous months and finding the mean. And then the next column we are going to take is growth percentage. So again, we are going to take the revenue column. What is this PCT underscore change means percentage change. So it will calculate how much revenue increase or decrease compared to the previous month in percentage. So it will automatically calculate the percentage and it will find the difference, how much percentage it increased to the previous months. So first month we cannot say is it increased to the previous month, so it is not a number. Now you can see compared to the previous months it has increased. So it is increased how many percentage? 8.2 percentage. Likewise, we have to check and revenue, from the revenue only we have to do, no? So see the revenue column. So 8.2 percentage increased. But here it is decreased. So how many percentage it is decreased when compared to the previous 2 months? Minus 15.2. Then it is here increased. So when compared to previous months, how much percentage is increases? 34.6. That is what percentage change. Okay, so that's all. So this is all about rolling and expanding window. So we can get a time series data. What is time series data? As the time changes, what are the value change? So that is what time series. So using this rolling function on based on the window size, and expanding function and other cumulative sum function, percentage change function, we can able to calculate lot of data on the time series as the time change, what is the change in the revenue, and we created a big table. Finally, it all these are added to TS. So with finally we are displaying the TS with a decimal value of 1. So that's why everywhere here we have a decimal value. So hope you have got it. So this is about data analysis, and we learn how we can do it based on index and other functions. Hope you got it. Thank you. God